if you're going to watch this live stream, I need you to commit to one thing. Don't share it with anyone. This is a top secret training session, and I don't want anyone else to see what I'm studying. Okay, I'm preparing for an upcoming OTB tournament, over the board tournament. Like, sit down in front of an actual person and move the pieces with your hands, not just the mouse. I'm training for that. I'm going to be playing some longer time control games, try to shake off some of the rust. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Just don't share it with anyone. Okay, here we go. Let's jump into some games. I'm going to be playing 30-minute games to give myself a little extra time. And because of that, I am going to be doing a check on all of my opponents here. Davis, why does that name sound familiar? I have a weird feeling about this. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's something. I don't think this is a good idea. We're going to try this again. Something about that name, I have bad memories. I'm going to try again. I'm going to be very selective with my opponents. I'm going to really try to make sure that I get some good quality opponents here. So let's try again. What's up, Rob? How's it going? Hey, Connor. Good to see you guys. Good morning to everybody. It's no longer a secret now. No, I'm counting on you guys. I am counting on you guys to keep it a secret. Don't share it with anybody. Seriously. All right, we might have to wait a little bit. That's just part of the deal. All right, but I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about Davis. I'm not getting good chess vibes about Davis. I need to turn on the viewer account. Here we go. So we're going with the longer time control games because the tournament that I'm going to be playing in is going to be longer time control games. So I need to get in the habit of thinking through things a little bit. But I will tell you, my strategy is actually not going to be to think too long, because that's a trap that I fall into. Even at the longer time control games, I'll just sit there and think and think and think, and then I get mentally drained and end up overthinking it, right? Like sometimes the first move that pops into my head is like the best move. And then I sit there and I'll think about it for like 10 minutes and play a different move. I want to try to avoid that. Now, that being said, there's going to be moments where it's like, okay, this is a good moment to stop, calculate, plan out what's going to happen, right? So I'm going to use the time in those situations, but try not to overthink it. We're having a tough time getting a game, but I'm going to wait and be patient. What's up, Andrew? I could also play 15 minutes with 10-second increment. That's a little bit longer, and the increment is nice because the games that I'm going to play are going to have an increment. So if I can't get a 30-minute game here, I might try a 15-10 as well. Actually, maybe I can do both. Let's see here. Well, let's give 15-10 a try. Let's see if we can get a 15-10. Same thing though. I have to check the opponent because people like to cook rice at these longer time controls. Okay. If you're new to the channel, that's Chess Vibes slang for cheating. All right, let's do the check. Let's do a check here. Okay, 2021. I feel okay. I feel okay with this. I think we can play this person. So let me play E6. Let me mute my phone here so it doesn't keep dinging at me. Okay, muted that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's play D5. We've been studying some lines here. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to play this in the tournament, but I am practicing, so I have some options. Plays Bishop E3. This is my line. Is this one of my viewers? You're not supposed to watch this stream. Okay, they can watch this stream. It's okay. They're playing my line. What do I do against this? Okay, we take it. I remember this. We take it. And now I'm pretty sure it's knight h6. This is like the engine line. This is the refutation to this gambit. Now everybody's going to know it. But that's all right. We're jumping in here. It's a problem. Okay, they take. Ooh. Ooh. This is why you go here instead of f6, right? Because look at this. We have this move. And it's very unpleasant. It's a very unpleasant move for the white king. What are you going to do? Go here and let me take this? I don't think so. Are you going to go here and let me take this? I mean, I have to take it one way or another. Oh. No. Did they just play that move? No. No, no, no. Okay, so, okay, this is maybe a moment where we pause. Of course, we could take the pawn. If they take with the bishop, I'm happy. We got to check here, and I win the rook. Or maybe I don't win the rook, but I still think it's okay. If they go knight c3, though, I have to move my queen. I'm on the defensive. I can't go here because bishop b5. I can go here, but I'm on the defensive. They could even go here. And then they have 4 pieces out around the king. I don't like it. There must be a better way to punish this move. Maybe we just go... Okay, so the thing is knight f3 is coming to hit my queen. Knight f3 is coming to hit my queen. So knight c6 just seems normal. Like, I just want to develop a piece and somehow get at the king. It's because knight c6, bishop e7 castles. I want to get the rook here. But is that really the top priority? That's what we have to figure out. What's the top priority in this position? King d2. Knight c... Okay, on knight c3, though, we do have the bishop b4 pin. Actually, maybe that's the smart way. Again, here, I think we're I think we're taking the pawn. Yeah, okay. So maybe I do take it, and I just plan on meeting knight c3 with bishop b4. Okay, let's do a quick blunder check. Am I blundering my queen? No. No, it can take here. That doesn't really matter. Bishop d3. Let's just check it one more time. Check knight e2. That's probably fine. I mean, yeah, it's going to be rook g1. It's a little annoying, but I think we're okay. We can develop and castle. All right, let's do it. Let's take the pawn. Okay, they do go knight c3, and we are going to pin that. We already calculated this one. There we go. All right. So we have a great position. Still doing okay on time. White's king's on d2. What more can you ask for, right? More can you ask for? So what is white going to play? I mean, maybe they're going to go for this. Maybe they're going to go for that, but I don't know. It's a lot of pawns. The king is still not safe. Is that really their best bet? They might have to, because what else are they going to play, right? So let's say bishop d3, we take it, knight e2. G1 is the threat. This would be a target. So maybe something like knight f5. Oh, but the bishop is there. We take, rook g1. Yeah, it's going to get a little interesting after bishop d3. Now, I don't have to take that if I don't want. I could just maybe come back or take it and then come back here because there's no longer bishop b5 because we've got the pin, okay? We don't have to worry about bishop b5 anymore. So that opens up c6 for my queen. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Check. There. Oh, okay. Wait a second, guys. I have a little idea. I have an idea. Okay, I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take it. Yes. There. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that position, I think. Yeah, this is risky. I don't know if I think I should pause. Do I really want that pawn? 3, 6, 7. I'm already up a pawn. White's king's already on d2. So we already have a lot going for us. We could just go back to c6 and be happy. But then the knight can go to f3. And what exactly am I doing? If I take, though, then I have kind of a clear plan to... Okay, so I'm thinking we take it. We jump the knight in. What happens, though? What happens? Takes. Yeah, that's got to be good. I'm going to do it. Let's go. They're going to play knight e2. Only move. And I'm going to go knight g4, I think. With the sneaky tactic. Let me just verify. This is an important moment. We have to be careful. Be careful here. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, here we go. My plan is on rook g1. I'm taking this bishop. They take my queen. I take their queen. They take me back. It's just a big trade. And at the end of the day, I'm up 2 pawns. Right? We trade these pieces, essentially. And I'm up 2 pawns into an endgame. So I don't think rook g1 makes sense for white. Okay, they agree with me and they go here. All right. Now there is a fork. There is a fork, but does it work? Rook g1, we take the queen. Queen g1, we trade the queens. Queen f1, we trade the queens. Knight f2 is a fork, my friends. Knight f2 is a fork. We've got plenty of time. Let's just think it through. Knight f2. Are there any surprise moves? Any sneaky tactics? Check. Who cares? We block it. They take a pawn. Who cares? We're getting a queen. You can't attack my bishop. Can't go there. I mean, I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Exceptional fork. Whoa. Okay, that's just going to be a trade, right? That's just going to be a trade. Queen, queen. And then I can just... Oh, I can even just take here. Get another pawn. If I want. Yeah, we're going into an endgame up 2 pawns. Is there a better move? Is there a better move? Queen f3. Wait a second. Queen f3. Let's say queen f1. No, we can't win a piece here. We can't win a piece there. Interesting move, though. Check, and we take the queen. Yeah, that's not totally crazy, but I think at this point in the game, probably just simplify. Just simplify it out. Takes. They can't take me back. Yeah, they have to take my queen. And then I just trade. Or take the pawn. Yeah, maybe I do. Okay, there's gonna... Okay, hold on. There's gonna be this, though. Wait a second. There is gonna be that. But if I'm getting a pawn here, I can probably sack one there. Okay. If we take and they take, I could go back to f8. Then we lose this pawn, but then we get to develop some pieces. Alternatively, queen f3, let's just say they move the queen. We go with a check. They have to take, I think. We take. No, I think we want to trade the queens. I think. I don't want to overthink it, so let's trade the queens. They're going to take. Okay. And I think we grab on b2. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we might lose a pawn here or there, but we already have so many pawns, right? We already have so many pawns. Let's take on b2. Okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this endgame. We got a lot of pawns, guys. We got a lot of... Even if we have to sack 1 or 2 back and then finish off the game somehow, I think that's a good strategy. Okay, one option is we take the bishop. That's one option. Another option is we pile up on the pin. So knight a4. Comes at a cost, though. We lose a pawn. So that's why I'm thinking we just take, maybe just defend. It's a little annoying, though. This is a little annoying, especially with the other rook coming over somewhere. Okay, what if we do this? Trade the bishops. He's going to take with the king, actually. And then we go back here. Get rid of this guy. Let's just say we get a trade. And a knight b5. Oh, knight b5 is an annoying move. Oh, no, we have king f8, though. Hold on. King f8. Let's say rook g1. Knight a6. The knight can jump in here. Ooh. And if we go king e7, the knight's going here and trapping my rook. I can't believe that I don't have a good way to continue. There must be some good move. Takes. Bishop a5. We defend like that. That's an option for me. I mean, let's just think about it. Regardless of what I decide to do, this knight is not as good as this bishop, right? So let's make that decision right now. Okay. They took with a pawn? What is happening? Why would you do that? Why would you take with a pawn? Do they want to go here? Like what? What is this? That's weird. That's super weird. Okay. That's super weird. All right. Anyway, I'm going to pretend like that didn't happen. And I got to get these pieces out in the best way possible. So knight a6 defends here, and then we could try to play bishop d7 and maybe castle. This rook's very annoying, so we could think about king f8, but then the bishop h6. Don't think we want to do that. Bishop f8 to force the rook to leave kind of makes some sense. Let's just say rook, I don't know where it's going to move to, maybe g2, and then we just go straight back to d6. Yes. If you take me and play knight b5 now, I have king d7 defending. But then you're going to attack me again. Wow, this guy, this knight b5 move. Oh. Okay, hold everything. What if we do something like c6? C6 saves the pawn, keeps the knight out. It does weaken this square, but I don't think that's a huge deal. You can't go knight e4 because it's still pinned. So what if we do that? We go c6. It's a little annoying for the bishop, but I think we can just take it slow, bring out the knight, and eventually this guy will come out somewhere. I just feel like we need it right now. Now, let's talk about rook g1. Rook g1, okay. It's not really a big deal. Right? We can even play bishop f8 if we want, or king f8. Oh, not king f8. Maybe bishop f8. All right. I think I like c6. I think I like c6, guys. Or a6. No, a6 we lose a pawn, right? We lose a pawn on a6. All right. Any more surprises that I'm missing? No, I don't think so. Bishop can come in here. A little bit annoying, actually. No, I think it's okay. Let's go c6. I think we need to play this move. All right. Dealt with some major problems there. 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still up 2 pawns, and white's pawns are terrible. I mean, this is awful. So I'm pretty happy with the endgame. I'm just not happy with this. I'm not happy with this. All my pieces on the back. That's what we have to solve. Okay, he's forcing me to leave. I think we go bishop f8. Make the rook get off the second rank. Comes with a tempo. And then we have time to keep developing. If I go here, yeah, the issue is the bishop's coming in. I don't gain a tempo. No, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Time is important right now. I have to get these pieces out. So we go back. He's going to leave, probably here. And then my biggest concern is this knight, right? The knight coming here and here. The one option is f5. We just stop it. We just stop it altogether. Another option is we develop so that when the knight comes here, you're kind of prepared for it. No, I think we stop it. I don't think we can afford to let that happen. I do not. Oh, but there's bishop e5. No, it's a blunder. Bishop e5, my rook is trapped. We can't play f5. We can't do it. Maybe I have to go knight d7. h5, trying to trade the bishops is an interesting move. I really feel like we have to get these pieces out of here. We just have to. We just have to do it. I'm going to go knight d7. I think we need to do it. Now, what is white going to do? I'm anticipating knight e4. We stopped bishop e5 because we could take it. Play f6. Oh yeah, I could play f6 and put my king on f7. That's actually not a bad idea. Knight e4, f6. Yes, and then just tuck my king on f7. That's a great idea. Gotta be a little careful with the rooks, but I don't think there's going to be too much to worry about once we get our king in a good position. Okay. F6 takes away these squares, gives our king a nice safe place to tuck away to. That's a good plan, I think. So F6, what's the weakness? Here. We take it. They take it. We go king F7. They go here. We can't go rook G8. Because our bishop's in the way. So that's a problem. So B6 to get the bishop out. Right. So F5, knight jumps in. If I take, they take. King F7, the problem is rook G1 and I'm in trouble. Knight F6, rook G7. Also going to be in trouble. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. So how do we deal with this, guys? What is the play here? F6, knight d6, king e7. Can I do that? Maybe king e7. The idea is I'll play e5 and kick the knight. Try to make him trade. I'm actually getting low on time. Maybe we try f6, king e7. I don't know what else to do. So knight check, king e7. We kind of just have to defend these threats. There are some serious threats here, unfortunately, which I didn't really anticipate when I went pawn hunting. I thought if we trade the queens, like I'm good, but no, it's still dangerous. The rooks are powerful, the knight and the bishop, like this is killing me. This is killing me right now. We have to fix this. I'm expecting they're gonna go here. I mean, what else? Yeah, okay. But I think we have to do it. I do. Well, I don't know how big of a threat it is because there is knight f5. Wait, knight f5. I have king e6, and then there's a double attack. Okay, so it's kind of a threat. Yeah, so e5 is a threat, I think. They don't want to give up their knight, so they're not going to take that. What are they going to play? Rook g1? Get the other rook. e5, check. No, then we can take the knight. e5 takes, we take back. The check here doesn't do anything. Knight f5, we just move again with the double attack. Are we surviving? Are we holding on here, guys? I just look over a chat and someone says, just resign. Just resign. I'm up 2 pawns. Why do I resign? I'm going to win this game. I'm not going to resign. They go back. We made him go back. That's got to be good, right? That's got to be good. Now what? Do I bring my knight to d5? Do I play king f7? But king f7, what's the idea of king f7? Just to let my bishop out? Don't really know. e5 now. Takes. That's kind of tricky. What if I do just bring the knight around? We can get the bishop on d7 and the rook starts to come into the game. I think that's a good plan. Ah, they want to sack and go here. Look at this. This guy is tricky. This guy is so tricky. b6, do I have time? Isn't that the question? Do I have time for this? The question that everybody wants to know. Jack, we move. So here he's probably got to play rook g1. Oh, I really think we got to get the bishop out. Hopefully I'm not missing any tactics. I don't think so because I have the knight defending. Tricky position though. It is a very tricky position. I'm going to go b6. I got to get this bishop out. It's been too long because we're not playing with half our pieces. I mean, really, everybody's on the starting. Except the king and the knight. Okay. What does that do? Does that even do anything? Am I missing something here? I don't see it. I don't see it. What's his plan? What is happening? Aha, aha, aha. Let me go here. I'm gonna keep the bishop on the board because it stops rook g7. And now I can get my bishop out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Question is where? Where do we get the bishop to? Maybe a6. Although this might be good too. Thinking a6. The important thing is that the rook comes over. Oh, okay. He's going to trade. Okay. Ah, so then he gets the thread here. I see. I see. I see that. Hmm. That is a good move, actually. I don't think we can let him take the... I don't think we can trade the bishop right now, guys. This is too powerful. We will get destroyed in a second. We will get destroyed in a second if this rook lands here. So he might go back, in which case I have to come up with a new move. Which, could I play bishop a6 there? So takes... Takes... No, I don't think we can get away with that. Check here. Or can I? Can I? Bishop a6. What's going to happen exactly? Takes. Takes. Check here. Check here. Fork. I get forked. That's what's going to happen. F5 doesn't cut it, does it? Takes. Check. Then we could take here. Actually, that might work. So hold on. Maybe F5. So bishop d6, F5. Check here. We just move. We've got this one covered. Or do we? Oh. I know, but I don't have to take it. Bishop e5, I could take, and go here. Avoiding the fork. So maybe that's the move. F5, we take here. He could just leave, though. And he's still coming down, so that's going to be rough. I mean, I guess we could take a draw, but that just feels weird. When I thought I was winning, and now I'm like thinking about taking a draw. Do I really want to take a draw? Assuming bishop d6. I mean, they're thinking so long, they might be coming up with some other move. There is increment, so I can go down and play on increment if I have to. We're kind of at a critical moment, I feel. I feel like the game's about to be decided in like the next 5 moves. I'm probably going to use most of that minute and 40 seconds here. Bishop d6 is what I'm expecting. I'm not sure what to do. So bishop a6, I think we already talked about it. Takes, rook takes. There is going to be this rook takes. Check. Then I lose this pawn, though. That just... Well, he goes knight first. So again, he wants to come in. So I think I have to go king e7, right? Check takes here. Wait, king e7 here. Takes here. Oh, there's a fork. Well, it's worse than a fork, so I can't even take that? Oh, wow. I'm in trouble, aren't I? I'm in trouble. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Can't do anything, guys. It's over. How sad. I have to take it. I think we're getting checkmated or something. Check here, check. Oh, maybe I go bishop b7. Maybe I go bishop b7, try to hold on to the rook somehow. Feels like I'm in trouble though. Only move. Probably gonna go here and take my pawn. Or that. Do we have to play this? Yeah, I think we have to. What a mess. What a mess. Bishop c8, only move. Right? If I move the knight, I lose the bishop. We can't afford to lose any more pieces. So we go here. He's probably going to take this. Oh, it does. No, it does give me a discovered attack, though. Can we make use of that? Can we make use of the discovered attack? Let's just say 95. Oh, that's checkmate. Wow. Wow. We can't even move that. Just mate. What happened? How did this happen? I know I played the opening refutation, and here we are getting destroyed. Something terrible has happened. Yeah, it's mate. It's mate. How did this happen? That's what I would like to know. Checkmate. What in the world? I must have missed it. I must have had a win, right? Oh, they played. Wait. Is that King D2 line like a thing? Is that a real thing? Okay, best move, knight h6. Played a bad move. We played the refutation. King d2 is okay. King d2 is a stockfish choice, actually. Interesting. Knight c3. Bad move. Knight e2. Bishop f4. I messed up. messed up with the fork. I needed to play e5? Oh, okay, hold on. I could have played knight c6 or e5, first of all. And then what's the idea? We just develop attack. Now we get our pieces out and we attack. Okay, so that's one thing I should have played. After this, though, I still have an advantage. I still have an advantage, but now it gets kind of tricky. Oh, no. Is this... Okay. This person... Hold up. This is the top engine move. What? Like, who in their right mind? Like, okay, your knight is pinned. You have to recapture. It's the end of the game. You want your king to be active. You keep your pawn structure. You get out of the pin, and you activate your king. That's what you do. That's what you do. Now I'm suspicious. He did play some bad moves. Like a3 is not a best move. This is the engine move. I mean, come on. Who does that? 2,300 rated players play this way? Come on. Man. This is a second move. It's not the best move. Best move is bishop c7. Best move. Yeah, dude, this is... Should have played rook g7, though. They played a lot of second engine moves, but still, like, this right here, I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust this. Like, why would you do that? I just can't, like, I don't understand the logical reason. Am I crazy? What is this a move that anybody in the chat would play? Who's above, like, 2,000? It opens lines. That's why you take here, because you want to put your rook on c1. That doesn't make sense, right? You want your rook on g1. Man, all right, we got to check it out. We got to check it out. Who is this person? 2,300 rapid, 2,000 bullet, 2,200 blitz. They're 2,000 bullet player, so they're not like super great at fast chess. Blitz is okay, but they are so good at these long games, huh? I don't know. I'm not buying it. I would have bought it if they took with the king. I would have bought it. If they took with the king, I would have bought it. The pawn? No. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Nope. I'm gonna report. Chess.com can where's the report at? Here it is. They can decide. They lost me at c takes d3. Right there. Maybe it was Gabu. All right. It's a training session, so we're still going to learn from this. So what I learned is that right here was the big mistake. So I found this nice idea. Okay? I found this nice idea to come in with the knight. And then I failed to realize this was the critical moment to strike. His king's on d2 after all. So this is the critical moment to strike, unleash all the pieces, and we're in business. We're going to castle. We're going to, we're going to checkmate the king. That's what I need to remember for my tournament. Don't let those critical moments slip. But okay, here's the thing. Knight f2 is such a forcing and tempting move. It's such a forcing move. I thought that I was going to just go into an endgame. But no, this is not just an endgame where you're up 2 pawns. This is like he has 5 pieces and you have like 5 pieces on the back, right? Yeah. Definitely messed that up. Still, no, I'm not buying it. Nope. They pre-moved this move, I think, too, in the game. Why would you pre-move? No. Nope. You know what? Happens. It happens. We're going to play a new game. All right, let's do the check. Ooh, 2024. Let's see. Oh my, their last couple 15-10 games, 96.4, 97.6 accuracy. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Let me try 30 again. Hold on. Let me try 30 again. See if I can get a 30-minute game. Let's go 30. See if we get any different people. Look at his FIDE profile. He's 1900. Yeah. 1900 FIDE doesn't mean that you make weird decisions and double your pawns and keep your king in a pin for no reason. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. If it was like a beginner game, like, okay, sure, but those people just take with their pawns all the time. They don't really think about pawn structure. But like 2300, I can't envision a world where you would not take with your king in that position. 2022, this might be legit. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I think this looks more normal. Bullet rating 14. Okay, yeah, we'll play this person. Let's go. Let's go e4. Sicilian. So my normal move is knight f3. But I have been playing knight c3, and I'm going to go with knight c3 here. To go for the Grand Prix. And I've also looked at this one. Yeah, let's do this one. We'll go bishop b5. Okay. What we're going to do here is play knight f3. It's kind of weird, but it's... Oh, he plays a6. Okay, I'm already out of my book now. He plays a6. So obviously we can't take. If we take, they take. We have two pieces under attack. We're going to lose a piece, okay? We have to move the bishop. Only move. The question is where? If we go here b5, normally I'm afraid of the trap. Takes, b5, c4. Yeah, we lose a piece. So maybe we go here so that we can have an option. Yeah, it's probably bishop c4. Other option would be all the way back to e2, but that... I don't think I like that so much. Let's go to c4. All right. Well, now we have some interesting decisions, my friends, because this is one option. And this is another option. We have two checks. This one looks more powerful. So here we go, 95. The reason is because if they go back, we have queen h5. And then we take here. So maybe they come out. Would I sack a bishop to get their king here? Absolutely. Absolutely, I would do it. Let's go. 95. Okay. So I don't know what they're going to do. They might go back and then allow this, play g6, and then play something like knight f6. Or they might come out. Yes, upcoming tournament, we're going to try to post a live recording of it. I'm checking with the tournament directors on how that works because I've never done that before. But we're going to try. We're going to try to live stream, post a live recording, something along those lines of all the games, if we can do it. Do I have any courses available? Yes, Breaking 1500. You can go to chessvibes.net. Breaking 1500 is my course. If you're below, well, really anywhere below 1500, it's a pretty good course for you. Okay, where are they gonna go? Back or out? I hope they come out. I don't know which one's better. It seems like they're all could be playable, honestly. But we're gonna have fun either way, I think. Okay, they do go back. I think this is my only move. I have to keep the pressure up. I don't really see any other move that makes sense. I mean, knight d5, but what am I even threatening? So you're going to play g6. We're going to take it. Yeah. What I thought. That's what I thought. And now, usually you just drop the queen back. Just want to make sure there's no other sneaky surprises or anything. Okay, yeah, probably just queen h4. Queen h3, then you walk into stuff with the bishop. So yeah, we have to go queen h4. Only move. Okay, he's probably going to play rook g8. I'm not sure if we got enough. I mean, we got 2 pawns for the bishop, and they can't castle. Is it enough? I don't know. Maybe. There's also this. I don't know if black's going to go for that. I don't think they have time. I think they have to deal with the rook. But that's something. So I don't know if we're castling or if we're going to just let him do that and try to get the bishop into the attack. I mean, this is an interesting position. Let's see what they do first, because there's other moves besides rook g8, right? They could play a lot of things here. They could play a lot of things. I mean, I guess they could even go for the fork and take the rook if they want, right? That's a line. So that, rook g8, maybe even something else. I don't know. Okay, so they decide to sack the rook here and then go for my rook. Okay, that seems logical. So we'll take the rook. We're going to move our king over. I think we're going to go to d1. Yeah, we're going to go to d1. This is a great moment for you guys to pause. Why are we going to d1 instead of f1? Why? What's the difference? I mean, I'm assuming they're going to do this. I don't know why they would play this if they weren't going to go for it. The reason we're going to d1 is because after the dust settles, this knight is actually going to be trapped in the corner because our king is stopping it from escaping. Also, our rook has more options if our king's on d1. It has 3 places that it could go to. On f1, it only has 1 place. So that's kind of why. And I guess you could say it forces the knight to capture because we are attacking it. If we go to f1, maybe they play some other move. But here, they kind of have to do it, or a retake. I don't know what they're thinking about. I really don't know what they're thinking. Are they thinking about not doing this? Maybe. Seems like you may as well go for it now, but okay. Well, let's see. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to develop a piece or something. No. Okay. So here we go. King d1. All right. So I want to do this and this, right? I also want to do this to make the knight move. So let's, yeah, we got to think. We have to think. Let's start with the obvious. If we play e5, let's say that they try to move their knight. They don't have to, but let's say that they do. No, no. You have 2 options. Okay, let's say they go to h5. Let's say queen here, threatening this. Sorry, I got a weird text. it's a spam thing. All right. So here, let's say we go queen g8. We're threatening checkmate, right? Now they could jump in, but then we're going to kick the knight somehow. I don't think that looks good. So they're probably going to make an escape route, but then we win their knight. That's not bad. So e5 is looking pretty appealing. Now the other move, d4, let's say they're not paying attention. They just take me. Okay, bam. We go here. They still have king f7. They have king f7, and they're actually doing fine. Which means this is probably the best move. Right? Because the other one doesn't make any sense. They just go king f7. It's defended. I have no threat. I mean, I can't go there. I can't go there. I can't go there. And I can't do anything with their knight. So we got to get rid of the knight. The knight is holding everything together. Then we attack on the light squares with queen g8 or queen h7, something like this. Now, they are threatening this, but I don't really care because we are going for a checkmate, right? Like if they do this, I move, they take my rook, checkmate, game over. So they don't have time for that. But I think it's queen g8. Now, is there a difference? This is what I have to understand. Is there a difference between these two moves? I mean, of course there's a difference, but like, does it matter in this situation? I like that this gives me options to go here. I don't know why. I also like that it keeps the bishop pinned. This one gives me options here, which doesn't seem super valuable. So I think I'm going to go queen g8. This would be a nice way to end the game, right? They take, I move, they take, checkmate, and they have both knights sitting in the corner. It'd be hilarious, actually. They get a fork, they take a rook, they get a fork, they take a rook, and they get checkmated on g6. Maybe they won't see it. They're going to see it, of course, but it's just funny. It's the little things. It's the little things that crack me up sometimes. Okay. Two exceptional forks, followed by an exceptional smothered checkmate with a queen. Okay, good move, probably, defending the pawn. Uh-huh. Although, wait a second. Wait a second. Knight d5. You can't go here because of the fork. You can't go there, you can't go there, you can't. So you have to go to c6. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think that has to be the move. I think I'm going to play it quickly. Let me see. Knight e4. No, knight e4 can't be as good. All right, well, let's go. So he's going to play queen c6 for sure. Uh-huh. I've got some ideas here, though, guys. I have some ideas. Idea number one, we go check. If you take me, you allow this. I'm still down some material, but it's not too bad. Down 2 pieces, but I have some very dangerous pawns. And if you don't take me and move, what happens? I take and you run over here. That doesn't look so great, so I don't know if I can get away with that. The other option is e6, okay? e6. Oh, e6 is a move, isn't it? Queen takes, we fork them. Pawn takes, we go with the check. Queen takes my knight. We have check, check. The king runs. Oh, there's a check, but the queen takes. Oh, no, then check, king runs. Wow. What an interesting position. You know what else I'm thinking about doing, guys? Moving this pawn so that I can go here after the knight moves. Like, for example, d3 check here takes... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to resize that. My bad. So d3 takes here, takes bishop h6. Because my knight's defended. I could just leave that there. Oh, this is so interesting. This is such an interesting position. This is such an interesting position. Okay, I feel like it's worth double checking. So we fork. If he takes me, I think I'm happy with that position. I think. Maybe it's not that good, but I think I'd be okay. The issue, though, is I think he can just move his king. And then I don't really see... I'm not going to take that rook. Am I going to take the rook? I guess I could take the rook. Man, okay, well, Initially, I was thinking no, but actually, if the king moves in, then there's the bishop too, which he has to watch out. So let's just say he takes, though. Let's say he just takes. I take. King goes there. I take the knight. He's going to take here. That's not so good for me. I don't think that's a good position for me. I don't think it's worth it. I'm down 2 pieces and I don't have enough of an attack. So let's rule out 97. D3 or D4 look pretty tempting. I'd love to get my bishop to H6 pretty soon here. So that's what I'm defaulting to. But there's also E6, okay? We've got to calculate this one more time. So E6, what's the idea? We're blocking off the queen, right? If queen takes, we have a fork. If pawn takes, we've successfully blocked off the queen. We jump in with the check. They move. We take, they take. Also don't know if I have enough there. So I think I have to play like D3 and then just try to get this bishop involved. Let's say they go bishop B7 though. What's the deal on bishop B7? Wait, does knight f6 check make any sense? The pawn takes, then we take here. King moves, we take here. No, I think we got to get the bishop involved. I think we have to. I think I'm going to play D3. Or okay, D4 to stop this, maybe? I know, but then we have to worry about queen here, checkmate now. So it's probably D3. If they take that, we'll go here. Okay. And if they go for the fork, we're going to move. And then we're going to keep attacking. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Wait a second. Knight H6. No, we take it. Yeah, there's no move. Okay. Let's go D3. I don't know, guys. I feel like we need one more piece. I feel like we need one more piece here. The bishop. And then we have a nice attack. spent 5 minutes to play this move. But you have, I mean, you have to. You have to check all the stuff, right? You have to check all these moves because one of them could just win you the game. And if you don't check, you won't know, right? But it doesn't look like it does. I kind of thought when I played 95 like that I was going to find a winning move like somehow, but just don't see it. So yeah, right at this moment, what's the situation? We're down 2 pieces. Yeah, we're down 2 pieces. Although this piece is not very good. That's essentially a dead piece for black. So we're kind of like down 1 piece. But if they do this, then we're down a lot. But I think we could checkmate the king in that situation. King runs, that's checkmate. Oh, you know what might be really interesting, guys? Okay, check this out. If they take here, I move my king. They take my rook. I go here. Oh, never mind. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I was gonna say, what if they sack their queen? They took, I took, they moved here, and we'd have this situation where I have a queen, but they have 4 pieces. That would be really interesting. Queen against 4 pieces, but 2 of the knights are probably gonna get trapped, or one of the knights gonna get trapped. Yeah, that would have been interesting, but that wouldn't actually happen because when I play bishop h6, if they took this, I wouldn't take the queen. I would just take the bishop checkmate. So that would never happen. But it's fun to think about those things sometimes. Okay, so they could just ignore it, do something like bishop b7, or who knows what move. There's probably other moves. I'm really curious if bishop takes f7 is the line or not in this position. Well, 2 questions. Is bishop c4 a good move, or should I have gone to e2? Because I think this is probably a decent move too. And then the other question is this the right move? Or should I have just done something like bishop d5 and normal, bishop d5 castle or something? I don't know. This definitely looks interesting, but I don't know. Maybe this knight f6 is the refutation to my sacrifice. Like I could be thinking right now, but I'm just kind of resting my brain. I just want to see what move they're going to play because there's really a wide variety here, I think. And if anyone doesn't understand why I'm letting this happen, sometimes when you sack and you're attacking the king, you just have to like commit. You just have to go all out, right? Because I'm already down material. Like if I just start playing moves like, rook f1 defending or king e2 to defend, like I'm already losing. I'm already down. That's not going to end well for me. This rook isn't doing anything anyway. So like letting him take it and getting my bishop into the attack might be the piece that I need to find the winning combination and get checkmate, right? So if you have to judge the situation, right? Like if I was a head material and it was a different set of circumstances, then yeah, maybe I stop the fork. But in this position, I don't see that ending well, so I'm just committing to it. We've definitely got him thinking. Someone's calling me. 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. What's black going to do? Exceptional fork or not? This is the question. This is the question I guess black is wrestling with. I mean, it's not very often that you even play a game where you have an opportunity to sacrifice both of your rooks. But to sacrifice them both in the same way with a fork from a knight coming in, I kind of just hope they play this just for the sake of like, hey, I did it. I sacked both my rooks to knight forks, you know? Regardless if I win or not. It's a cool thing to do. Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it. We're going to go to E2 so that we avoid the check from the knight. Also, if we were to go here, there could be a check on D3 as well. So King E2 kind of avoids more checks from the knights, I think. Bishop doesn't really matter at the moment. So, and the queen can't check me at the moment. So I'm going there. Are they thinking about not taking it? Wait, so they spent 8 minutes and now they're thinking about not taking it. So what are they going to move? Whoa. Whoa. Bishop h6? I'm sorry. Oh, do they think they can castle? Do they think they can castle? Because they can't castle, my friends. Let me remind you, they cannot castle. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, so bishop h6, how do you defend? No, you can't go king d8. That's checkmate. Checkmate. Did we just win a game? Did we just win the game? Wait. Oh, d6, king d7. Is that the move? Okay, hold on. Bishop h6, d6. There is an escape square. No, but e6. e6. Wait a minute. Bishop h6 threatens checkmate in one move. You can't take because it's pinned. You have no checks. You have to either defend your bishop or run with your king. So you could try to run. Still checkmate. So you try to run. e6. Still checkmate. I bet you that they thought they could castle. I bet you they thought they could castle. Oh my. I'm like 99% sure that's probably the mistake they made. Right now they're like, "Oh no, I can't castle." Because I could see that easily. I could see myself even maybe making that mistake, right? Like you just assume like, yeah, I'll just castle, get to safety here. But no. No. Yes. Let's go. Let's go D3 bishop h6 for the win. Double. I'm going to count this as a double rook sacrifice. Can we do that? Can we count it as a double rook sacrifice? I mean, even though they didn't take it. I think we win. Unless I'm missing something, I think we just win the game. Let's see if I missed something. I don't think so, but let's see. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I bet you they're like, oh, King F7. I forgot. Can't do it. Why isn't it letting me castle? Oh no, I missed. Oh wait. D6. E6 King D8 is not checkmate. There's Queen E8. I missed it. Oh no. D6. Oh, okay, hold it. It's not checkmate, guys. They go King D8. Takes Queen E8. Not checkmate. Game goes on. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't have like a crazy. Hold on. Check here, check here. No, that's not going to lead to checkmate, is it? Check. King goes back. Looks like I can't go there. That's not going to do it. Oh, I missed this. Okay, wait a second. Game's going on. Okay. Game is definitely going on. He he just chatted me. I forgot my king moved. Confirmed. He was going to castle. Okay, let's see if he finds this. Let's see if he, I'm not going to tell him. I just said, yeah, figured. LOL. Maybe he doesn't see it. Maybe he doesn't see it. Okay, but okay, here's the thing though. Even if he sees it, this check, queen goes back, takes. Ah, but then I'm losing my knight. Then I'm taking his knight. We're going to get like an equal position. That's insane. Okay, yeah, but unless I have a better move though. We'll see if he's even going to play on. He might just resign. I don't know. He might just resign. But no, I think this is findable. D6, queen. Yeah, this is definitely findable. So let's just say D6, E6, King D8. Oh, you know what I could maybe do? I could maybe think about taking with the bishop. Because then if the queen blocks, we have bishop E7. Oh. Yeah. He's going to go for it. Okay. He's going to go for it. So E6, King D8. We have options, guys. We do have options. So, okay, hold on. E6, King D8, we could take either way. I could also take first. Oh, wait. I take here. I didn't see that. He goes here. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Okay, so here. Still not mate, though, is it? Wow. All right, hold on. Check here. Check. He takes me. Oh, that's not checkmate. There's a knight. Oh. The knight. Are you kidding me? Hold up, guys. Are you telling me there's not a checkmate here? Check here. Are you telling me there's not a checkmate? Check. Check. Oh, but I can win the queen. So let's verify that. I can win the queen. Okay, hold up. So E6 is not going to win because he'll play King D8. And if I take, he has queen e8. Now, there is this move bishop f8, which is very interesting. Let's say he takes my knight. Then I go check, but no, then he's going to run. Then he's going to run. We can't do that. So we have to take here. This is going to be the best line, definitely. This is definitely going to be the best line. So we take here. We take here. Unfortunately, this is not going to be checkmate because we can't go queen e4, right? Yeah, no. But we have to do this. I think I see it. I think I see the winning line. Yes. And now, this is the tricky part, guys. We can't let him escape over here. So we have to go here to force the king here. Then, what do we do then? Check. To force the king. He doesn't want to go back because he gets forked. But if he goes here, the bishop comes in, forcing him there. He gets forked. We win the queen. Now, is that enough material to win the game? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. E6 takes... Knight f4 is also a move. No, he just runs back. It's not good. Never mind. It's not good. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to win. We're going to win this game. We're going to go here. He's going to play here. Sorry, here, probably. We're going to use the bishop to force him there. We're going to get the fork. We're going to take this, and we're going to take his knight, or this knight or something, and we're going to win. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Haha. What an insane game. What an insane game. See, this is what makes chess worth playing. Games like this. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Good game. Good game to my opponent. You gotta feel bad for forgetting that he couldn't castle thing, because that's kind of a lame way to lose. But what a game. Oh man. Let's check it. Let's check it. Did we get some brilliant moves? We had to get some brilliant moves in that game, right? Oh, what? He got a brilliant move, but I didn't? Okay, that's the only thing I could complain about, I guess. How did I not get a brilliant move? Maybe I was playing bad moves. That might be why. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that was not what I was expecting. Okay. So first question. What's the best move here? Yeah. Best move is actually... No, Stockfish likes all of them. They're all pretty equal. All three bishop moves are pretty equal. Okay. And after b5? Yeah, best move is bishop d5. So what does Stockfish want me to do after rook b8? Just play d3 and then go back. There's no more trap because I have this. And if they take me, I just take back. This is what Stockfish wants. Okay. So this is not a good move because... And this is not a good move because king e8. Now, you can survive if you're black if you go here, but it's not going to be as good for you. And it's going to get pretty tricky after queen h5 or maybe f4. Yeah, okay. So he goes back. Best move. All right, fine. And this is just bad for me. It's just bad because of knight f6. Yeah, it's just bad for me. That was the brilliant move. Okay. He goes for this. Okay, e5 is a good move. It wanted d3, but e5 is pretty good. Queen g8. Okay, it's on the list. Yes. This is what I was talking about, by the way, guys. Look at this. If this is how the game would have ended, this would be so funny. Can you imagine that? Playing this game? I mean, come on. All right. So he goes here. Good move. Defense. Best move is knight d5. He plays queen c6. Okay, great. Oh. Oh, yeah. No. It likes d3. At first it was saying knight c7, but no. Now it's saying d3. Now it's saying knight c7. All right. So d3. That was his critical mistake. If he plays bishop b7 straight away, before I have time to do this, he's fine. He's totally fine. Because I can't go here yet. The knight is still there. So I have to take time that I don't have to chase the knight, for example. I don't have time for that. Now he just takes on d5 and he wins. Right? So I would have had to play... I probably would have played something like knight f4, honestly. And now Stockfish says he can just take it, and I don't have an attack. This is not good enough, apparently. Yeah, because now his queen comes in, and I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. So, just to recap for you guys, the moral of the story here is this critical tempo, this one move, well, it was more than that. It was one move that he did, but it was also, he freed up the h6 square. So it was a combination of two things, right? Giving me the h6 square and kind of wasting that move and not playing bishop b7. That's what cost him. He probably didn't think he was wasting the move because it was a check, which is true. Probably just forgot it. Yeah, he even said, right? He forgot and he was going to castle. Yeah, if you imagine if he could castle here, he's fine. He's fine. But he couldn't, so has to play d6 in this position to survive. After bishop b7, it's winning for me. Yep. Oh, there's a mate. Wait, there's a mate in 5? I missed a mate? What? Oh, dude. Okay. Why couldn't he castle? Yeah, he moved his king earlier in the game. He moved his king earlier in the game when I sacked my bishop on f7. You can't castle if you move your king. So, all right, pause, guys. Mate in 5. See if you can find it. Obviously, I didn't find it in the game. See if you can find it. See if you can find it. I'll be right back. All right. Did you guys find it? Did you guys find it? So I was super close. I'm going to explain something to you about chess. This is really interesting. So tactics in chess is all about patterns, right? It's learning like different patterns. Well, sometimes you can get stuck on like certain patterns. And that's what happened to me. So after retake, this is move number 1. I had this idea like early on to play e6, okay, to lure the king out. And then when I noticed that I could take the e7 pawn, I was like, yeah, this looks pretty close because I could take here. This is move number 3. But then the only pattern in my brain was queen e4 that I could think about at that moment. Because this is a checkmate pattern. When the king is here, you have the pawns on knight away. Knight moves away. You put your queen there, it's checkmate. Except it's not checkmate because there's a knight here. It just takes me, right? I'm like, there's no checkmate. And I just moved on in my brain. forgot that there are other ways to checkmate, like queen f7. Look at this. This is a weird pattern because usually you need the queen there because of to get the checkmate, you don't want the king escaping, right? So your queen would have to land there. But in this case, there's a queen there, so you can't go that way. So I don't need to worry about that. So this move actually becomes a possibility. So look what's happening now. All of these squares are taken up. And you can probably see what's happening next, right? All we have to control are these dark squares. So guess what? It doesn't matter where the king moves. Bishop g7, look at this. What a crazy checkmate. My king is helping, this pawn is helping, and my queen. Look at that. And same thing if he goes to e5. Same thing. Bishop g7 checkmate. So there was a mate there. I just missed it because all I could think about was queen e4, right? And I was just stuck on that. And that's one thing that I know I need to get better at. Like, yes, check and see if that pattern works. If not, don't just give up. Like, look for something else, right? That's what I have to get better at. Now, that being said, going back to the game, I still found a winning line, essentially. But I just didn't see that it was going to be that good. What I saw in my mind was this. And I'm going to win the queen. Actually, there's a mate here, too. Queen g8. Oh. In east. Look at that. I didn't see that one either. Wow. So many sneaky checkmates in this game. Okay. Good game. That was fun. And we learned something, I think. Even if you sack, you just keep attacking, right? I mean, I was dead lost, guys. I was dead lost. Like, let's just say this position. Maybe here. I'm dead lost. I mean, look at that. Eval bar, right? But what did I decide to do? Just keep attacking, you know? Sack some more stuff, and you never know. Your opponent might make a mistake. I didn't expect the mistake to be that they forgot that they couldn't castle, but, you know, you never know what kind of mistake they might make, and here we are. Oh, man. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? Lesson, don't sack the bishop. I mean, yes, I guess, but also we wouldn't have gotten that crazy game if I didn't sack the bishop, so I don't know. Let's try again. Oh, my opponent is asking for a rematch. Probably already left. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see their chat. I didn't see it in time. Okay. Oh, what a game. What a game. No brilliance, yeah. So somehow we didn't get any brilliant moves in that game. It's probably because most of the moves that would have been brilliant weren't actually good moves, and I think it only gives you brilliant if the moves that you play are actually good. Like, for example, bishop takes f7 check. If it was a good move, it would have given me brilliant, but it wasn't a good move, so it just says no, that's bad. And then I guess this one, I don't know. This one maybe could have been brilliant. And then this one, I guess maybe could have been, but no, I don't know. d3. Yeah, it's not the best move, so maybe that's why it wanted me to play knight c7 check, but I don't think I was going to win this game, right? Like, this is the line that it wanted me to play. But I don't, yeah, like, this just looks too easy for black. Maybe it's not that easy, actually, because the knight is trapped. Yeah, maybe it's not that easy. I could throw these pawns. Okay, so I could have done that. Yeah. Okay, can we get another game? Can we get another game? 30-minute game here. Oh. Haha. Haha. Yeah. Good thing they aborted because I wasn't about to play them again anyway. See, why do you think they aborted the game? Any ideas? If you played a legitimate game and you won, why would you abort the next game? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? All I'm saying. Something's off. Something is off, my friends. The rice was not ready. That must have been it. Play 10 minutes? No, no, no. I have to play longer. I need to. Oh, is this the same? This is yeah, this is what we just played. Oh, but we're white again? I wanted to give them an opportunity to be white. Let me abort and rematch. I'm not able to challenge them. Why not? Hmm. Hold on, I have to change my settings, guys. Hold on. Gameplay. I have to allow challenges for a second. Now let's try. Okay. Here we go. We got it. We got it, guys. All right, let's play e6. I've been studying some lines here. Okay. Remember what we said. Don't tell anyone. This is a secret ChessMood opening. Don't tell anyone, guys, okay? If you want to see it for yourself, I put a link in the description, by the way. They have all their courses free for the month of May, so you still have like half a month to get it all for free. So you should go do that. But they teach this line, this sneaky bishop d7 line. Basically, in a nutshell, we're going to trade this bishop for this bishop. And we're going to do it like this. Bishop b5 and trade. Because this is our bad bishop, this is their good bishop. So from a positional sense, it just makes sense. You just trade your bad piece for their good piece. That's it. There's a little bit more to it than that, which is why I recommend go get the course, because he explains like all the different things. I'm oversimplifying it for right now, but yeah. Links in the description. Seriously, they have like so many courses, and they're giving you access for the month of May. So highly recommend it. Bonus points. It's a surprising move usually for most people, so they don't really know what's going on move 4. But we do. Why only May? It's like a promotional thing. Like a promotional thing for May. So we've got him thinking already, which makes sense. This is a very weird couple of moves, right? So, oh, apparently this has a name. Oh, the extended bishop swap variation. Okay, extended bishop swap variation. Here we go. Goes for knight d2. Okay, doesn't really change our plan. We go here, and we try to trade. Plays c4. Okay. So the problem with c4, I'll tell you guys, and you'll learn this if you take their course, is that whenever we take, we now have a nice target. This is what's called a backward pawn in chess, okay? And this is just a nice target for us. Yeah, this is a fancy move, but I'm fine with it because I'm going to go back, and this guy's still a target, okay? And now, actually, that bad bishop, look at this guy. Look at this. It's a monster. It's a monster. So this is one of the ideas. And then we can attack this with knight f5. We can put our knight on b6 to just stop it from moving. They've given up the b4 square too because they don't have a pawn there now that can control it. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. Okay. So the question now that I have is, which one should I start with? Should I start with my knight here or my knight here? I feel like we should start this way just to get that pressure on d4 right away. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go there. And I'm jumping to f5. I'm jumping straight to f5. Yeah, but no, I really like the way GM Avo teaches this, because he kind of shows you a couple of moves of theory, and then he'll play just a bunch of black moves. He doesn't move white. He just plays a bunch of black moves, but he gives you the plan. So he's playing like all the moves that you would play in a plan. Like, okay, you do this and you do this. And even though, you know, white's not moving, you're just getting the picture of like, okay, I know what the plan is. It's very clear and clean, like what your plan should be. Now, of course, you have to react and adapt that when white starts making moves, but it's super nice to just know what the plan is, right? Like I knew right away that like if they play c4, my plan is going to be to focus on these squares and take advantage of like this diagonal, right? I just knew that right away, which is super helpful. So I really like how he explains those things. Okay, let's go knight f5. We do have a threat now. We can just take this pawn. Okay, we have two attackers. Is the tournament also going to be 30 minutes? No, it's going to be longer, but I'm not going to play like hour-long games on the live stream. I think 30 minutes is long enough. But I wanted it to be longer than 10 minutes because 10 minutes is pretty quick. You can't really think through too much in 10-minute games. You'll just get flagged every time. 30 minutes, at least there's some time to think through. Well, I recapped the games. Yeah, we're going to try to have them recorded and maybe even live. Maybe even live streaming it. I have to figure out some technical stuff. I haven't really done that before, so yeah, it depends how much I can get figured out before the tournament, because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what technical problems I'm going to run into, but I'll do my best. If you castle in a tournament when you've already moved the king, do you lose? Good question. I think it depends on the rules that you're playing. Generally speaking, if I remember correctly, and it's been a long time since something like that's happened. If I remember, what I would do is I would raise my hand, call the tournament director over, and say he made an illegal move. The tournament director would verify it, would make him take back the move, and sometimes there's a penalty, like maybe a time penalty. And in some cases, depending on the, like if it's FIDE rules or whatever, like yes, sometimes you might lose, but generally I think you just take it back and there's a time penalty. Maybe someone can correct me on that. I honestly, it's been a long time since something like that has happened, and I don't actually remember. Funny story. When I was a kid playing in like a national tournament, there was someone I was playing against, this girl I was playing against, and I had like a queen and a rook, okay? And I was doing like a ladder checkmate, you know, like, okay, check, and she moves, I move the rook, da-da-da-da. I got checkmate, and she did like a double king move. So she like, if she's in checkmate, she can't move anymore. So she moves her king. It's still in check by like the rook, right? And then she's like, oh no, I'll just go here. And she moves it again. I'm like, no, you just moved your king twice. Like you literally like 1-2. Kings don't move that way, you know? And I'm like, all right, whatever. I checkmated her again. She did it again. She moved the king twice, you know? I'm like, how am I going to win this game? So I called over the tournament director and I'm like, hey, she's cheating. And he's like, well, I don't know. I didn't see it. So, and I had like stopped notating. I don't know why I stopped notating, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to start again. So I start notating again. And then she stopped doing it and I won the game. But I just thought about that. We're talking about illegal moves. Anyway. End of story. Can I name the tournament? Are you talking about the tournament that I'm playing in recently? Or the tournament that story happened in? I think it was like a super national tournament. That was a long time ago. I was probably like 10 maybe, or something like that. 11, 10 or 11. Okay, we have a move on the board. Or they, I should say, are sacrificing a pawn, it looks like. So what's going to happen if I take it? Knight f3. Well, then we could probably just take here. Knight b3. Yeah, let's say knight b3. So, okay, let's say I take it. They take, I take. Knight b3. Queen d5 looks pretty solid. Yeah, I think it's a healthy pawn. Because I don't really have any weaknesses. This is a much better position than the last game when I tried to go pawn hunting. Because my pieces are easier to come out. I don't have any big weaknesses. So I think we can safely take it, guys. I think we can safely take the weak pawn. And already, I mean, we're on move 10. You could see that the plan is happening, right? We win a pawn. There you go. Now, he's going to try to get some counterplay, but I think we've got some good moves. You're asking for the name of the tournament I'm going to be playing in? Oh, no. No, I'm not going to name it. Nope, sorry. It's secret. It's top secret. You're not supposed to be telling anybody about the stream. Also, don't forget. No, you'll find out soon enough. Well, I guess it depends on your definition of soon enough, but you'll find out one day. So, I think we are off to a great start. Let's keep it going for this game. Let's keep it going. Plays knight f3, right? So here's my plan. Plan number 1, we take it. The queen can't take because we take here. Actually, down here, queen, either d5 or c6. Let's say d5, and then queen d8. Queen here, knight d7. We're okay. So takes, maybe the pawn has to take. Then we can go knight c6, hitting this guy. f4. We just probably bring out the bishop. We bring back the queen, and we can castle. So that's probably fine. Now, the other move that's worth considering would be queen e4. Because if we can trade the queens now, then we just have a clear 3 against 2 going into the endgame. Is it a forced queen trade, though? Yeah, it is. Because if you try to move your queen, you lose your bishop. So queen e4 or bishop f3. I don't like giving up the bishop pair, but it does clear the way for a very nice knight move, knight c6, which sets up castling. So there's definitely some, and also messes up the king. So there's definitely some merit there. It just feels wrong though, giving up the bishop pair. It just feels wrong. Stockfish would probably do it. I'm not Stockfish, which is why I'm thinking I'm going to play here. Yeah. I think we should play here. So forcing the queen trade. Oh no, there's bishop e3. It's not forcing anything. I forgot about bishop e3, guys. Ah. Oh, this is not what I want. I should have taken it. See, this is what I have to avoid in my tournament. I have to avoid missing these super obvious moves. That's an obvious one, guys. You avoid the queen trade, you develop a piece, and white's ready to start bringing in the rooks and attacking me. And I just kind of like wasted this move. I should have taken it. I should have taken it. Immediately regret my decision. They're going to go here. Man. Okay, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'm upset at myself that I didn't see that. I think our position is still fine, but I'm just, yeah, I should have noticed that. Okay, bishop b3. Is it knight d7 or bishop e7? Does it matter? Maybe we start with the knight. Here's a fun fact or a little tip for you. Yeah, he does play it. When you're thinking about developing two pieces, like let's just say we're thinking about these two moves. I try to play the one that I know for sure 100% is going to happen, and the one that's like more flexible, you try to wait. So like we know we're going to get the knight there anyway. The bishop might go here. It might end up going here, or maybe in some cases it goes here if something happens with his bishop, right? So if we wait, we get a little bit more information. And the other thing is bishops are long-range pieces. He's already controlling some of the board. The knight's not really doing much. As soon as we get the knight there, we get some control. Now, let me make sure my queen's not going to get trapped. Knight g5. No, we have a pawn. Bishop d3. We can go here. Yeah, I don't think we're getting trapped. So let me go knight d7. There's also a principle, knights before bishops. So you could think about that too. So I think that's the best option. We'll save this guy for a little bit. Okay. So I had queen d5 in mind. There's also queen g4. Ooh, queen g4. Okay, here's the deal about queen g4, guys. I'm threatening to take the knight and force the queen trade and mess up the pawns. Queen b4, also a move, but I don't think I'm going to play it. This just looks very nice. If the knight moves somewhere, we take. Otherwise, we take here. Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. And why do I want to trade queens? Because I'm up a clear pawn. So if we go to an endgame, that should be a nice little advantage for me. Now, I'm not going to go crazy and trade queens. Like I could also attack here if we get an opportunity. But since I'm not castled, white is, they already have all their pieces developed. I feel like trading queens is a good thing. Can't really move the knight or they get checkmated unless you move it to e1, but that's fine. I'll just trade the queens. h3, we just take. Doesn't really bother me. They take a queen. I take a queen. They take. It's just a big trade. And I win another pawn. So h3 doesn't work. Oh. Let's verify. They get a queen. I get a queen. They get a bishop. Yeah, it's a big trade, and I win a pawn. There we go. Okay. Any reason to not take it? We've got this covered. There's no checks. There's no pins. We got bishop d6 here, bishop d6. Okay, here. No, then we just move our knight. Yeah. All right, so that's fine. Yeah, should be good. Let's take it. Okay, we're just up 2 pawns. 4, 7 against 5. They do have the bishop pair in a nice position. And they are going to have the rooks on some open files, so it's not over yet. But I think we are on the right track here. If I can trade some bishops and maybe a couple of rooks, we're going to be in good shape. Also doing great on time. I haven't needed to think too much. Now I did miss that one move, like I mentioned, when I played Queen e4. I forgot about Bishop e3. So that's kind of the one big mistake that I felt like I've made this game so far. Otherwise, I think we're playing pretty solid. Probably gonna go like here or here. It seems like I should put my bishop on d6 just to support everything. And then I need to decide. Maybe king e7 and bring the rook over. Just keep the king in the center, I think. Castling's not really that valuable because there's no queens that are going to checkmate me. And leaving it in the center allows me to support all these squares with my king, right? As opposed to over here, I'm not really doing much. So that's probably why I'm thinking of this. I wonder what White's thinking about. I mean, I feel like they have to just bring their rooks here and here. Maybe they're thinking about these bishop moves or something like f4, f5. Yeah, okay. I guess that's a plan I didn't think about. f4, knight c6, or knight d7. I have to decide because knight c6, bishop f3 is kind of annoying. I don't want to let them ruin my pawn structure, so I will have to be a little careful here if they play f4. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to go knight d7 just to avoid that annoying move, bishop f3. I mean, we do have knight d8, but that just seems way too passive. I say that. Maybe it's not that bad. Bishop d6, knight d8. Oh, they do play f4. Yes. So here, if we go back, let's just say rook c1, bishop d6. It seems very passive. If we go knight d7 here, then we could play c6. Rook d1, then we go bishop e7 or something, rook d8, yeah. Or even bishop c5. Yeah, I think knight d7 is the way to go. Definitely think knight d7 is the way to go. So bishop d6, bishop c5 are kind of my options. Castling seems maybe too risky, but also maybe it's a possibility because it's nice that I now have my king supporting all these squares. It's not nice that my king is in line with some open files. So this one I need to think about, actually. Because if I'm able to, like, let's just say force some trades, then maybe I would want my king here, actually. But if there's too many pieces and the rooks and the bishops just attack me, then I don't want that. So I need to see what white does next. But actually, yeah, bishop c5 might be my next move if I get the opportunity. So I would assume they're going to play rook c1. Yeah. c6 or castle. Maybe it seems too risky. I probably should go c6, right? Probably should go c6, get the bishop out, maybe put the king and then bring the rook. Maybe that's the plan. Someone's name is Nelson Lopez and they took my profile picture. That's kind of creepy. That's a little creepy. Pretty sure that's not someone that I know, unless it's a family member. Okay, they're going f5. They're launching a pawn storm. Interesting. So generally speaking, you would want to close off the file, so not taking and not opening up everything, which would mean e5. There's also something to be said about using this opportunity to force the trade right now. Because then I get this piece off the back, get rid of one of white's powerful pieces. Yes, I might get an isolated pawn. But once these bishops are traded, actually, no, I won't because I'm threatening to take it. So they have to take, then I take, and I actually can recapture with the knight. So that's a move. But maybe just pushing is good, and I still have that threat next. We do open up this diagonal, but is that really such a big deal? Yeah, this is a tricky moment. Let's say I go bishop c5 and they play takes and takes and here. And rook e1. I castle. Bishop c4. I think we're happy. I think we're happy with that position. We bring a rook over. What's the worst that could happen? And then we play c5, knight d4 or something. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that actually. I think I am. And if they do something else like rook f3, no problem. Probably just take. They take, we castle. We're fine. We still have the extra 2 pawns. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. Just getting these pieces off. I like it. I like it. MU. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know if they're going to take this. OTB tournament going to be recorded? Yes. We're going to try to record or live stream something along those lines. I have to get permission, I think, and figure out logistically what that looks like, but that's the plan. Say something that only the real Nelson would say. Which Nelson? Which Nelson are you talking to? Okay, I just noticed something. There is this move rook c1. I didn't really consider too much. b4 is similar, but I think rook c1 might have been better. Okay, so I have to... No, I can go here. Wait a second. Here takes fork. No, that's no good. It's no good. Here. Looks like my knight might get into trouble. Or does it? Knight b3, the rook moves in e5 and jump my knight to d4. Yeah, probably should at least consider this. But there's also rook a3. There's no rook b1 because we have a fork, right? But rook a3, I have to move it right away. No, but that's a good move. It attacks the bishop. Bishop moves, then we play e5. Huh. f6. Take. Then we're under attack here. It seems like it might be worth going for that line, though. I like the ability to get the knight to d4. The other option is what? Just go back to d7 and let him take here? That's not bad either, probably. But I think this is a bit more aggressive. Yeah, let's do it. I think this is a bit more aggressive. Let's go. I'm just trying to get a tempo so I have time to get my knight to d4 and my pawn on e5. Whether that's knight d4 first and then pawn e5, or maybe it's pawn e5 right away. Okay, so they do attack me, so let me go. Hit the bishop. And we will follow up with either e5 or taking. I'm actually not sure. Let's see where the bishop goes first. See where the bishop goes first. I think in this position, if white would have played rook c1, we would have had a tough decision. Because this was going to be pretty annoying. I mean, I could have taken, and then they come down, and maybe I just castle, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but I think we dodged a bullet. e4 wasn't as strong. We've got the time advantage this game. This is good for me though. It forces me to slow down, consider things. This is good. This is good practice because I haven't played a long time control game in a while. So this is great. Okay, so we have some options here. Option number one is we take, but I don't like this. I don't like that. So I think we push. Yeah, I think we just push. They go there or there, we just play f6. It's pretty solid there. I guess the other option is I could castle. I could castle, let's say this way. they really want to take, they have to give up the bishop. Yeah, rook endings, though, like that, probably not as good as just keeping this knight on the board. So with all that being said, I think we play e5. Support the knight, keep the files closed. We follow it up with f6. Unless white beats us to the punch. In which case, I need to think. Okay, they do. So I'm thinking, okay, one option, we castle. Takes. Bring the other rook over if we need it. Push the pawn then. Yeah, that should be good. So castling, definitely good. If we take and they take, then we have to deal with this, which is kind of annoying. So why would I even mess with that? Let's just castle. Let's just castle. No problem. Also, if they take, they are left with double isolated pawns, which look very bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I was looking at this move, but it doesn't really do anything. I think they just move their rook. And we don't have a fork because they will take me. So we can't, or I say we can't, we don't want to move this rook, I don't think, because then if they take, we have to worry about this, right? So I'm thinking the move is this rook to here. But I could also consider something like b5, forcing the bishop back. Or even potentially trading this pawn for this pawn with something like knight here. Takes. Or a combination where I somehow like start with this, bishop goes back, maybe then we jump in. Then we take, we hit the bishop with a tempo gain. That's kind of interesting. I kind of feel like I should just defend. I think I should just defend. I don't know why. I just feel like this is the move. Just defend it. You can't easily attack it because you can't go there because I have a fork. And I'm still threatening now to go here and potentially win the pawn. Now maybe I'll take this next and then play king g7. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good. We're doing fine on time. We have a big advantage and we have a great position. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think the most important thing now is to just not make any blunders. No big mistakes. What's white going to do? G5? B5? What else can they play? I mean, king f2, king h2, like, what are they going to do? Got to be one of those moves, right? I don't think they're going to take. I really don't think they're going to take. We'll give that one a red arrow. I don't think they're going to go here. Yeah. My money's on one of these. One of these two. Mm-hmm. That's kind of annoying because now if I take that, they're going to recapture, which makes a little bit of sense. But we could try this. Now they're going to go rook b3. Maybe I go b5 first. Boom, boom. And then jump in with the knight. Yeah. I think this is a nice, safe move. And it gives me this A file that I could potentially use for a rook at some point. For example, takes here. Maybe we consider rook a8, you know? And we just go in this way. Okay, there you go. They don't have to keep the bishop on this diagonal, but... And they don't. Okay. All right, guys, I hear something. I was making sure it's not the door. Okay. So what's happening? We have this defending. Okay, okay, here's an idea. What if we go here? The idea is this rook's not really doing anything, but I also need to keep this defended. So I'm thinking rook e6. I'm thinking rook e6, and then this guy can come into the party. Yes. Let's see. Do we have anything better? Not really. G6, just totally shutting down everything, might be a move. So G6 or rook e6 should be my options here. Okay, now we don't have a fork, so they could be threatening to go here. So G6, rook E1, we might have a problem. Yeah, we would have a problem actually. So I should go rook E6 so I can meet that with something. Yep, that's it. That's my decision-making process. Let's go here now. So rook E1, rook E8. Actually, rook E1, I could also take, trade. No, I think I'll just defend though. I think I'll just defend first. Trying to let them capture if possible, because then I can recapture and they get the double isolated pawns here. They're gonna have to start making some moves though. They're getting into that time pressure situation. Under 4 minutes is pretty quick, especially in a 30-minute game for somebody who's used to thinking a lot. So I would expect maybe some mistakes to start to happen in the next couple of moves. They're still thinking, though. They are still thinking. I mean, even though we have the 2 extra pawns, it's not that easy. You have to just kind of play these positions very slowly, very carefully. Just make little improvement after little improvement, and eventually you can usually get into a winning position. Or, I mean, it's already a winning position, but like, you know, finish off the game. That's what I'm trying to say. They're still thinking. What are they thinking about? I mean, you could go here. What else can you do? Maybe they're thinking about rook a1. Rook a1 makes sense. Get the file before I do. But you have to sack a pawn to do it. Actually, not really. Yeah, rook a1's probably a good move. Rook a1 I could see being a very good move, yeah. Yeah, what will I play if they go rook a1? That's a good question. Maybe I go for my same plan. Double up here. Then I'm threatening to take this. If they try to come down, I might just push the pawn up. And we'll get this little fortress. You guys see that? We'll have two rooks. The pawn defending the pawn. The knight defended by the pawn. Everything's defended. You see that? They don't even do it. You want to go here? Wait. What if I just take this? No, then they can take back. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, hold on. Rook e8, rook d8. Well, rook d8 stops that, but is that where I want my rook to be? Seems like a good square. Oh, they did stop. Oh, I see. Okay, they did stop rook a8 with that. All right, not a bad idea. I get it. I get it. I wonder if it makes sense to close this off and play h6 to undermine it or not. Because I could do that, play h6. If they take, my king comes. Be a little careful. It's a little risky. They're trying to hold on here, guys. I could play c6, actually. Just shut down the bishop. Go for that setup that I mentioned. Stops. Yeah, it actually stops a lot of things. I'm going to do that. It actually defends. It stops this. It stops this. It's nice and solid. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, now I'm threatening rook a8 again, so they're probably going to go rook a1. Whoa. Whoa. Didn't think about that. Okay, but I can just play g6, right? I can just play g6. Which I think I should. This is actually dangerous otherwise. Yeah, we can't let that happen. Okay, but now we should be fine. I mean, I don't think they have time to like somehow go here and here and here and take. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Is that a... Oh, look at that. That might actually be a plan. King f2, rook a1, or rook a8. Rook here, king here, takes here, check. I get away, but I lose my rook. No. Is this actually happening? Hold up, hold up. So rook a8, rook h1, I could go check. If they go back, we force a trade. Easy. So they have to go, you can't block, so you have to go up. You can't go here, so you have to go here or here. Only moves. If you go here, oh, let's start with, yeah, let's start with this. If you go here, what happens? I can try to trade rooks, but you can block me. And e4 isn't good enough because I'm getting mated. Well, that's not good enough. We can't do that. So here, check here. Let's try a different move, knight e2. If your king goes here, you block your rook. So you don't want to do that. So you probably go here. And I might be in trouble. No. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We have a sneaky move, which I think is going to save us. I think it's h5. Because if you want to take that pawn, you have to en passant. Then I have this. Yeah, it's going to be h5. And if you don't take and you play like g4... It's still tricky. So, okay, maybe I do it this way. Maybe I go rook a8 first. Let them think they have some chance. And then play h5. The other option that I didn't talk about is I could play something like rook c8. Let him go here. Rook F, King F8 takes here, check, and put my king on there. That just feels bad. If that's the best we can do. So I think we start with Rook A8, Rook H1, and we go H5. If they en passant, I'm happy. The pawn's in the way. If they sack their rook, takes, that could be a little scary. But actually, that could be a little scary, couldn't it? Takes. No, we can't lose that game, can we? Check. King here. Check. Bishop here. How about H5 at that moment? At that moment in time. That's the secret. Let's do it. Let's do it. They're going to go King G3. And that, my friends, is when we hit him with the surprise move here. Oh, you know what? There also... Is there another line here? Wait a second. There might be another line I didn't think about. Check, bishop here, knight F5. Because if you go back, then I go there. Oh, that's interesting, actually. That's interesting. Oh, they go here. Okay. Okay. So again, we have a check. We have two checks. This check doesn't do much. They just move there. Don't think that works. So this check, they're going to block because they can't afford to let us trade. So they're going to play bishop d3. We have this, but then they just take. We take with a check. They go here. And we get mated. Eventually. Maybe. I still think h5 saves us. I still think h5 saves us. I also have knight f5 to think about, but probably just h5 right now is good enough. They played king e4? What is that? What is king e4? Yeah, I have knight f5 to d6, or I start bringing my king out. What is this move? What are they trying to do? Yeah, I think I might just run here. Knight f5, check, and e4 is also interesting. Is it better than king f8? No, I think king f8 should be good, right? Let's see. If they sack, takes. I just run, check here. They go here. Whoa, that's actually dangerous. Wait a second. Sack, check here. Rook f8. I don't have a way to defend that pawn. Maybe I should play knight f5 and jump the knight around. Maybe I should. I think I will, actually. Maybe they want to play g4. Hold on. Knight f5, g4. Check. e4. No, that's too powerful. Yeah, let's do it. This is too powerful. This is going to win for me. I see it. e4 wins. Look at that. In. Now we've got him. That was a very interesting idea. That was a very interesting idea, but I think it doesn't work now. This looks too good for me. This looks too good for me. Whoa. They're not scared, huh? Well, we're going to force the trades. Force the trades. Okay. Should be able to safely take this as long as we don't get back rank mated. Yeah, there's no back rank mate. With only one rook. Okay, guys. I see a nice little fancy move here, I think. To kind of finish off the game with a trade. I guess they don't have to take it, but they're going to flag anyway, so. Okay, they walked into it. There's no stalemate trap the king can run, so it's not stalemate. All right. Good game. Good game. That was a great example of like the ChessMood French attack working very nicely in the opening. Yeah, that was great. Looks like I messed something up here in the middle game, but the opening was a huge success. So go click the link if you want to get the lines. But let's see what happened. So this is the move, right? This is what they teach you in the course. And then you go a6 and you go bishop e5. Okay, this is it. This is it. c4. Okay, not a great move. Take it. We just draw back. And look at that. Already, we are equal or even slightly better for black. Okay, because of this long-term weakness, right? A take, best move. Yeah, knight e7. We could have also gone knight h6. Aha. Knight h6, probably a little better. Why? Because I'm going to f5 regardless. And this way I don't block my bishop. I keep all those squares controlled, and there's no bishop that can take me. So yes, slight inaccuracy there on my part, but almost doesn't matter. Okay, we get the knight in. Yep, and Stockfish says, absolutely take the pawn. Okay. It does list bishop f3 as a good move, like I was thinking about. If they can't take here because they lose the bishop. Yes, looks a little bit scary, but we have queen d5. And it's important to play queen d5, guys, to defend our rook. Because if we try to play queen c6, knight defends the queen, defend the rook. This move now forces our king up. And we're in trouble, right? Look at this. There's a checkmate threat. The bishop's coming out. We're in trouble. Okay? The queen d5 is what I was calculating in the game. We just drop back. They go here, we just move our knight. Okay, so definitely would have been a good option to play this. Actually, Stockfish liked the move that I played, though. It liked queen e4. Even though I missed bishop e3, it's still a nice centralized square. It's defended. It's creating this annoying battery. So nothing wrong. Bishop e3, knight d7, best move, great. Queen g4, best move, great. Takes, best move. Yeah, so everything was good. Everything was good here. I must have messed something up. It said Stockfish should take the pawn. Stockfish should go back to d7. So where was my big mistake? Oh, wow. I thought I was playing a safe move. It must. Oh, it was the rook c1. Yeah. We talked about it. It was the rook c1. Ooh, I totally missed this. I got to be more careful about this in my tournament. I have to be more careful about letting these rooks invade. If a rook invades to the 7th rank, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. Stockfish says I'm still surviving, but this is not a position that I would want to play at all. Like, I would never want to play a position like this. Apparently, I can survive here with the trade and castling, but yeah, this is ugly for me. I missed. That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. So all I needed to do was either number one, just castle, or just take it. Just take it. Yes, I opened it up temporarily, but I'm not staying there. I'm going to castle next move, and I have a great position. Bishop's coming out now somewhere. Rook's coming over, and white doesn't get an opportunity to invade. Very, very critical moment that I messed up. See, if I do that in the tournament, I'm probably going to lose. Like, if I do something like this in a tournament, or maybe not lose, but I throw away my advantage by not looking at a very simple line. They trade and attack me. Super simple, right, guys? All I was thinking about was this. Couldn't get out of my head that there are other things. Like there's other plans, right? Like this is a different plan, but it's a good plan. And I'm in trouble. Yeah. So my opponent missed that. Thankfully, played b4. And I went for the wrong option. I'm supposed to go knight e4. What was wrong with this? Because they could have played rook d1. Okay, I was going to go here. Bishop f3. Okay, I probably would have played something like c6. They line up. I probably would have defended. Oh, rook. Wait. Oh, yeah. Look at this, guys. Oh. They set it up in such a way that I don't have time to get my knight there because now there's a pin. So rook d3, guess what? My knight is trapped. I can't go there. I can't go here or here because this pawn is irrelevant at this point. It's pinned, so it's not actually defending. And I can't go here because the pawn. You just trap my knight and I lose. Wow. Yeah, you see these little details I have to be more careful about. I have to be more careful about stuff like that. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, but that's hard to see. My opponent missed it as well and allowed me to get my knight in there. Rockfish said I should have just castled, but now we're in the driver's seat. Still got a little bit tricky here, though, with this rook move. Yeah, this was a sneaky idea, right? Like, if I'm not paying attention, guys, I could very easily just get mated. Look at this. Now I'm just losing. Just like that, I'm losing. H5, G4. I'm in trouble. Yeah, so I had to be real careful. Luckily, I did notice that I can swing the rook over. Oh, this was an only move. Wow. I didn't realize how bad the position had gotten. Only move to save it. Only move to save it. And then H5. Yes. Okay. Whew. Tough game. Tough game. But we got it done in the end. Yikes. Okay, guys. Someone's challenging me. 2450. Someone's challenging me. I actually need to go. I'm sorry. I would love to play you. I have some stuff to take care of today. I have to go. Guys, if you want to learn the opening, go click the link. Okay, it's on the ChessMood. Grandmaster Avo teaches you all the stuff, all the lines, all the things they can try. It's fantastic. It's totally free for the month of May, so go take advantage of it. They have other courses too, so even if you're not interested in the French attack, you can play some other stuff. Like, there's lots of stuff there. It's really, really good. So go check that out. I'll see you guys next time. OTB tournament is coming, so don't tell anyone about the stream. It's top secret studying, okay? But yes, it's coming. I think you're going to enjoy those videos. Hopefully we can pull it off and we don't run into any technical difficulties. Thanks, Rob, for being here. And yeah, see you guys next time. Hey, Alan. Good afternoon to you too. All right. See you guys.